how you're showing up in one area of your life is how you're showing up in most areas of your life. That is what I've been working on while doing my dailies. Always coming back to these stinking dailies. How you're showing up, or how you're not showing up to these dailies, is how you're showing up in other areas of your life. And I've been working on figuring out what other areas of my life am I showing up similarly to these dailies, because these dailies are not just the exception, because they're so small in the time they take. Really, it's only right now, it's only 5 minutes for each of these dailies. And when I'm doing these dailies, I feel these certain emotions that come up about, oh my God, I should be doing this, this, and this first. Or I can't because my partner's going to think something bad about me if I don't go upstairs or don't tend to them or something like that. And those are just stories. And practicing the art of discerning what's important versus what feels urgent, because those feelings of tending to my partner or doing something that's I have to clean the fridge or organize something first instead of what the important thing are these dailies, because the reason why I chose these dailies are not just random. They have a purpose. There's a reason why I'm doing them every day. It's because they make me feel great. I feel an inner peace, certainty, and knowing that if I can do these, if I can organize my space, if I can journal every day my thoughts, and if I can work out, I'm okay. And if I don't prioritize that, if I don't put myself first, I know in the long term, my body will not like that. So, another area of your life that I just want to talk about is how you're showing up to appointments, or going to bed at time, or a call with somebody. How are you showing up? Are you running late? Are you on time? Are you early? And that is how you show up to other areas of your life, like especially doing these dailies. Do you push it off to the end of the day and then you just say, I'm too tired to do it? When in reality, you could just be doing 2-minute dailies right now and you're just using that as an excuse. And you're prioritizing things that feel urgent over what's truly important. And that is you. You are important. You are important. You are showing up for yourself, and these dailies are a micro life of what you want to live. We are slowly increasing the time of the dailies so they become a larger part of our life, and they are becoming our core life. We are learning to step into our future selves, our self that doesn't exist in this present moment, because if it did, those dailies would be easier to do. You can do them for hours. But we're practicing this micro life of stepping into this new identity. And it's going to be hard. Really, it's going to be flipping hard, because we're so used to putting urgent things before what is important in our life. And the other day when I was doing deliveries, I listened to this video, and it's called How to Detach, a Superpower for Life and Leadership. It's a snippet from a podcast from the Huberman Labs, and it has a guest speaking about how he detaches when he is with his fleet. His name is Jocko Willink. I pronounce his last name Willink. His last name. Dyslexic. Sorry. But he was talking about how the art of detaching has helped him see the bigger picture and move accordingly. And I think using this skill will help us distinguish between the things that feel urgent in the moment and the things that are important. Knowing when to stop a certain task and move to another one. Seeing the bigger picture Instead of so focused on a certain task that feels so urgent, like I have to organize my desk. No, I have to make a video because this is important. This is critical for my growth and sharing what I'm learning about these amazing dailies that I think everybody should be doing. And in the podcast, you can watch it yourself. I'll link it below. But the gist of it is him talking about being able to use a physical action to step back and survey the land, the area, and how to move forward for his fleet, because everybody was like in their scope, so focused on what feels urgent in this little viewpoint. But when he's able to step back and actually see the land, see the area, he's able to call out these calls to make so that his whole team can move forward. And the tools he says he uses, and I'm going to start using too, I've been starting to use them, are using a physical action to step away, to detach. And he uses actually a step back approach, like a little step back, like a foot back. So your body has a physical like a physical motion to feel this detachment. He also talks about you can put your hands down and chin up, because that puts you in a technically vulnerable state if you're in a fight. But if you use that, you realize I'm safe. I'm going to detach. I'm going to look at the situation as if I'm not here, to see how I can move forward, because you cannot solve the problem if you're in the problem. That's what he says in the video, and that really resonates with me. I find that is how most of us operate. We're trying to fix the problem while we're in it, and you can't. You have to step out of the fishbowl and see, okay, how can we move forward? What's the bigger picture? What is important? Because there's so many little things that are urgent in our sphere of influence that we forget about the bigger picture and how we should move in our life. And how are you moving in your life? How are you stepping? Oh, Louise, you're so cute. How are you stepping away in one area of your life? How are you showing up on time? How are you not showing up on time? How are you able to? What is your ability to stop one action and to start another? Is it really hard, or is it very easy for you to detach and start something else? Because I just want us to remember, how you're showing up in one area of your life is how you're showing up in most. There are few and far between exceptions to this rule. As annoying as that might sound, I find your dailies tend to not be an exception, and it's a larger theme of your life of how you're showing up to these dailies, because how you're showing up in other areas of your life. So practice the art of detachment. She is trying to show me that it's time to feed her. So I gotta do that.